It's only money, diarrhea game.
Turn me up, Ray. Turn me up, Ray, man.
Cold Nation. Brick by brick, nigga been fucking with the fit. 392 got the kit, whole game round with the switch. 25 niggas got shot in this bitch. It was only 10 seconds, nigga ain't learned they lesson, so the whole gang gon' die. Fuck around with me, I don't know why. Nigga should've told them whole gang gon' slide.
Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Thank you for tuning in with another episode of Trap Etiquette, and I'm your host, Captain Kurt. Man, let's get into this boy today, man. We back on the kids, y'all, because it's all for the kids, like I told y'all before. The kids is the future. But man, this video today is just gonna show how diluted the school system is, and also how diluted some of these parents are as far as raising these kids, man, because I guess they making the kids think they could be whatever it is that they could possibly imagine, which is just crazy. It's destruction, y'all. It's destruction. So we're gonna check these couple videos out, and we definitely have to get a dialogue going at the end about this, because this is just like unacceptable, y'all. They got the whole world upside down. Like I told y'all before, what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right now, you know, and we can't have that. And us as parents, we got to step up and we got to do something, because they're making us send our kids to school, and on top of us having to send our kids to school, they're choosing what they want to teach the kids, and a lot of stuff that they're teaching the kids is unacceptable. You know, they're teaching them about sex, teaching them about genders and all this crazy stuff, and the kids are not even having sex or none of this. And it's like they're almost coaching these kids into believing that whatever they think in their mind they could actually do, and it's not even far as something that you would normally teach your kid, like far as trying to be a doctor or a lawyer or something that's more obtainable. They're actually trying to make the kids think that they could be animals, make them think that they could be genders that they're not. It's crazy, and they push this on our kids. You can't even watch a decent show anymore. One of my favorite shows was Power, and then I looked up and even 50 had to throw some of the BS on his show. You know, I still watch it, but I usually just fast forward past those parts, because I don't even feel comfortable even watching it, because I don't even want that even going into my brain. So I just fast forward past those parts. But it's like you can't even watch a decent show nowadays. Any show that's really making any money and really relevant out here has some type of gay couple, and it's just like, it's just too much. It's just like they have to add it in there, even if it's a kids show. But let me get off my rant, y'all, but we're gonna definitely get a discussion going on at the end, and I'll see y'all at the end of the video. Let's get into it.
Okay, show me. Okay, tell me about your new clothes.
I want to wear girl clothes.
Why do you want to wear girl clothes?
Because I do.
Okay. Is it because do you feel like you're a girl, or do you feel like you're a boy?
Girl.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
Yeah.
Make you so happy. I love you.
And I am a cat. Meow, meow. I'm not a woman dressed as a cat. I am a cat. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe and confess that I'm a cat? Great. By show of hands, I'm curious, how many of you believe that your child or a child from this school would believe that I'm actually a cat? No one. You are right. Why? Because you are not stupid, and these children are not stupid. Truth prevails over imagination. Reality exists. Discernment is innate and something we are biologically wired to have. One look at me and you know this to be true. I am a woman posing as a cat. You may also think correctly that if I truly believe I'm a cat, I have a mental disorder. If I suffer from a mental disorder, and if I am unable to discern reality, am I safe to be around children? Would you put me in charge of making critical decisions about the safety and well-being of children? And about the direction of their education when I cannot even discern truth from fiction? Confession. I'm not actually a cat, guys, just because I say I am. You've not agreed to or committed to addressing me as a cat simply because I demand it. No tail, whiskers, or outfit makes me a cat, just like no lipstick, high heels, or long hair makes him a man, a woman. It is just as biologically impossible for me to become a cat as it is for a man to be a woman. And you have one job as members of this school board, and it's defined as this: School board members are responsible for broad, forward-thinking, minute analysis and decisive action in all areas that affect students and staff in their schools. I ask you, do you believe that the actions of a grown man playing dress up as a woman affects the students and staff positively or negatively? A public school is not the place for social experiments in altered realities or gender ideologies. It is not the place to celebrate a grown man with a mental illness, dressing as a woman, and teaching kids lies. Children come to school to learn facts and truths about reality, including unchanging biological truths about science and nature, not to learn that they can change biological realities and become anything they want in the name of diversity. What you're actually doing is worse than just lying to our kids. You're forcing them to be participants in your lie, in your charade. You're forcing them to deny what they see with their eyes, and you're forcing them to speak lies. I ask you again, am I a cat? And if you say no, then the mindset must be aligned with your discernment across the board. By allowing a falsity to be displayed and paraded around the school, you teach children that truth is not existent, facts are not real, and biology is a lie. You fail at your job, your only job, by confusing children and teaching them untruths and to coddle a grown man playing dress up as a woman. If you were to address me as a cat right now, it's as ridiculous as when you say Miss Bixler and a grown man's voice comes thundering over the...
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So what y'all think about that, man? I told you, man, this shit's just crazy out here, man. Like, anybody who would just sit there and don't agree with what that woman was talking about, their mind is crazy. How could you expect somebody to look at someone and see a man, and for me to address this person as a woman when I'm sitting there looking at a man? Like, that's fine. I don't have nothing against y'all. Y'all could do what y'all want to do, but I'm not about to play your game. If you think you are truly a woman, you have a mental issue. You need to go see a doctor. But you're not about to make me sit here and agree that you're a woman and I'm looking at a man. If I was to agree with you, that would make me just as crazy as you, because I know what I'm looking at. And like, they expect people to really address someone as such. Like, they want the whole world to be crazy. If all our kids that's in school now take on this indoctrination that they're trying to do, basically every kid that graduates high school within the next 5-10 years, all of them are going to automatically have a mental issue, because if they're sitting here believing this rhetoric and everything that you guys are teaching these kids at school, like, they're going to be lost in the sauce. And it's up to us. These is our kids. Like, we got to get this out here, y'all, and y'all got to help me. Like I said, if you watching this video and you truly have something to say on the subject, like I told you, hit me up in the comments, because that's going to help get this video out here. Everybody has to see this, because we got to wake up, y'all. Everybody has to wake up. And then you see how she's trying to coach this little boy on the other video, trying to coach him to thinking he's a little girl. Like, that's madness, man. Come on. Back when I was growing up, when a kid would do something like that, you correct the situation. You don't sit there and feed into it and tell him he's a girl, because he's confused. Kids don't know no better. They only know what you tell them. So if you sit there and go along with everything he does that's wrong, he gonna think all the wrong stuff is right. And I just can't understand in today's society how much it's changed, and how much people sit back and agree with what's going on like it's normal, like their brain don't work. People's brain really can't work. Like, I just can't even sit there and wrap my mind around how they could even sit there and agree to crazy stuff like this, man. But like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Thank y'all for tuning in with another episode of Trap Etiquette. I'm Captain Kurt, and I'm signing off.
That's my section where them niggas be flexing. I ain't gonna lie, and them hoes be cold, still be